Nay Shalom, Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. This is Amathia from the GMS Dallas camp, coming with a quick lesson. You see on the screen it says search for suspect who attacked a woman at a Gardena gas station. This is the curses that we're starting to see fall upon our enemies. I'm going to let the video play, and I'm going to get some scriptures. Lord willing, this will be edifying.
And now our other top story, the hunt for a suspect who sucker punched and beat a woman in a terrifying and brutal attack at a gas station. Now, this scary and random attack that could really happen to anyone has left a woman hospitalized.
Yeah, she was pumping gas when this stranger brutally beat her. KCAL9's Rick Montanez live in Gardena with this disturbing video, more of it, and the hunt, of course, for the man who did it. Rick?
Jasmine and Amy, we just learned actually from the employees here that the suspect in this attack is actually a regular customer, or at least he used to be. This is at the Sinclair station. We're off of Rosecrans Avenue and Avalon Boulevard here in Gardena. The brutal attack happened right here at pump number 1 last Sunday. The video is difficult to watch, but in it you can see the man pretty well actually. Let's walk you through it. The LA County Sheriff's Department released the video today in hopes that someone recognizes the shirtless man. You see, once he's out of his SUV, he casually walks up to the unsuspecting victim, that woman pumping gas, when suddenly she's attacked. You can see the man knocks her to the ground and then repeatedly hits her. She falls out of sight from the security camera. Investigators say the attacker, though, grabs the woman's hair and repeatedly slams her head into the car and on the ground. The attack lasts about 30 seconds, and by that time, bystanders begin to approach the suspect and the victim. One man is even seen walking with the suspect as he goes back to his SUV.
It looks familiar. Yeah, it looks like I've seen that car before. And I'm definitely going to be on the lookout from now on for that. And just being aware of my surroundings, period. I just would have never thought anything like that would have happened around here.
So the Sheriff's Department issued a special bulletin. They point out that the attacker is a large man, about 6 feet to 6 foot 5 inches tall, weighing about 300 to 350 pounds. The SUV he was in is an older model Ford Expedition. It's matte black in color with black rims. People who work here tell us the man has not come back since that brutal attack. Again, this happened on Sunday around 7 in the evening. Before that, though, the people who work here say that he had been in here pretty much daily. That's why the Sheriff's Department is really asking the public for help with this one. They want to identify that man. As for the victim, she was treated in the hospital, has since been released. But again, this seems like an unprovoked and random attack that investigators need help finding.
The curses are starting to fall upon Edom, the so-called white man. This is the truth. This is Edom that is starting to see what we've been seeing. Getting shot down in the streets. Okay, getting hung on trees. You know? Getting things put in us or injected in us. The Lord is starting to have these curses that we've been on Israel, which is the so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, for centuries, knowing that was our wrongdoing. It was our wrongdoing that caused us to go and have these curses fall upon us, as you can read about in Deuteronomy 28. All right? Now, let's go to Deuteronomy 30, verse 7. All right? And it reads, And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. When you see the pictures of the cargo slave ships, who were your enemies that put you there, that hated you? When you see you was hung on a tree, you know what I'm saying? There's even pictures of the Northern Kingdom hung on the tree. You know what I'm saying? Who put you there? Who had something called like a picnic a day, where they would go out and eat, relax, have drinks, just to see you get home. Deuteronomy 30:7, and Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. And this is something that you see these spirits are getting upon Jake, okay, to do things like this. This man got up, he went thinking this morning, I'm finna drive up to a gas station, get out of a vehicle, walk over and lay hands to this woman, you know. Now, maybe he knew her. But the thing is, the curses are starting to fall upon our enemies. That's why he's gonna do what he can to take you so-called Black Latinos and Native Americans out. We'll probably receive that, the RFID into you. As it says, in Revelations 13, he called both small, great, rich, and poor, free and bond to receive that deal in the right hand or in their foreheads, right? But this is a start. Genesis 49, right? It says in 9, it says, Judah is the lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion, as an old lion. Who shall rouse him up? And we know our Lord came up out of Judah. That is the head tribe of the 12 tribes of Israel, who consist of you so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, and we are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. We are the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Judah being the head of the 12 tribes. And we see him being roused up. A lot of the faces you see the police has shot is throughout the nations, but the ones they post on the news through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they're showing you that it's a lot of it be Judah, the southern kingdom. And this is going to rouse up, and this is going to cause, things to be more understanding, where our people are going to start rising up. And they be like, oh yeah, and it's going to be, a lot of the 2/3 is going to be coming out doing certain things that you're going to be like, man. And it's through the spirit of the Lord, because like you say, these curses are starting to turn and go upon our enemies, as we just read. And we're going to see Judah be aroused up. They've been, and through the spirit of the Lord, he's been working the minds of Esau to do things to rouse Judah up. That's why you see Judah getting shot, and it's not just, like you say, the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. This is happening throughout the four corners of the earth to the nation of Israel. But like you say, they put Judah like on Front Street. But these curses are coming upon Edom. And it says, verse 10, it says, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come. That's Yahushua, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus. And it says, unto him shall the gathering of the people be. Okay, because the gathering of the people is going to be through when the Lord returns and take the kingdom. Okay, and it's going to be a glorious moment, right? This is you know what I wanted to say yeah. This is Isaiah 9:6. It says, "For unto us is born, a child is born, unto us." Then that's going to who? The nation of Israel. "And unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace." The Prince of Peace. And that's what we're going to receive. Okay? But it's gonna to get to that, we got to go through Judah being roused up. We got to go through Revelations 12, verse 12. Okay, Esau's gonna come down with great wrath like a flood. He's gonna come and do what he can, and you see what he's doing now. He's trying to put that stronghold where everybody can receive something in their body that's gonna cause him to control you. He's going to be your God. And the elect is going to be the ones who's going to be looked upon and persecuted because we're not going to receive that chip. Lord willing, I am a part of that number. As well as the rest of that's pushing the word, the truth, sincerity, and actually walking to the best of their ability through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right? Verse 7, it says, "Of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end." That means it's going to reign forever. And that's why when you read when Jacob held Esau heel, okay? Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's what's going to happen when Esau's world or his kingdom ends. Okay? Proverbs 29:2. We're going to constantly rejoice. When righteous in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Okay, verse 7. "Of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth forever and ever. The zeal of Yahweh of hosts will perform this. The Lord sent a word into Jacob, and it has lightened upon Israel." The Lord sent that word upon Jacob, and it is lightened upon Israel. All right? So, like you say, to get to this, we're going to go through this right here, you know?
Casually walks up to the unsuspecting victim, that woman pumping gas when suddenly she's attacked. You can see the man knocks her to the ground and then repeatedly hits her. She falls out of sight from the security camera. Investigators say the attacker, though, grabs the woman's hair and repeatedly slams her head into the car and on the ground. The attack lasts about 30 seconds, and by that time, bystanders begin to approach the suspect and the victim. One man is even seen walking with the suspect as he goes back to his SUV.
It looks familiar. Yeah,
They call law Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem, Waha, Kodash. Hey, Shalom.